Hi, I'm Jen Fall and we're in the Drums Taxi Cab at ASWEEK Europe. Up next we've got Andrew Grill, Global Partner of Social Business at IBM. Welcome Andrew, thanks for jumping in our taxi.
Thanks for picking me up, I needed to go home anyway. So my last role I was the CEO of a company called Cred. Cred is a social media influencer platform that competes with Clout. Clout's just been announced they've been sold to Lithium for $200 million, so it's an interesting space. But I kept going into clients, giving them an idea of what was happening on social media, but it wasn't the whole picture. I couldn't really help them with the strategy. I couldn't help them with the design and the big data. It was quite limited. So I thought, where else could I actually join an organization where they do the whole piece and they span literally the globe? I mean, IBM has a presence all around the world. So for me, it was really exciting. And I looked at joining a number of different organizations, and IBM seemed to be a good fit because they've really invested in social business. That's one of their key initiatives. When you hear social, you think Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Pinterest and those sort of things. So when we go in, sometimes I don't talk about social. I talk about market research. And so if I'm in at an organization and IBM has got some amazing clients and we have amazing access, so often I'll be in at the board level talking to the CEO or the CMO. And so I don't use the word social. I use the word market research, I use the word customer satisfaction, I use the word NPS. I use the language that clients understand because I think my peers and I have done the world a disservice. They've talked about social media so much that clients think that's all social is. Marketing has embraced social well because it lends itself to a discussion and a dialogue, but I think customers are missing out if they just keep social in the marketing department. So let's imagine you're a mobile phone operator and people are tweeting good or bad things about your organization. The marketing department can manage that message, but if someone's had a bad experience with your brand, wouldn't you want that information to get to the right people? Because I think social media is the best piece of market research you never commissioned. So why not use that amazing intelligence that's happening on social media and get it into all parts of the organization. The vision I have for some of my retail clients is that everyone on the shop floor has access to each other. So imagine you're going into a jeans store and you're looking for a particular size jeans, they don't have it. What would normally happen is they would ring around and maybe eventually you'd find out where those jeans are. What about if someone on the shop floor could immediately enter into maybe their own device or store device, hey, I'm looking for this particular style, size of jean, who's got one? And you could actually collaborate. It's one of a number of instances.
The Watson team is going to be housed in the same space. What can you tell us about that?
So we announced, I think, earlier this year that the Watson group is becoming a whole group of its own. I've actually met some of the Watson researchers. They're really smart cookies. And so they'll be co-located in Astor Place, which is the new building that's going up in New York. Watson is really smart. Watson is all about cognitive computing. So back in 2011, we agreed that we would actually play a game of Jeopardy against probably two of the world's best Jeopardy players, and Watson won. I actually saw a documentary on it a few nights ago, and it's amazing, the whole backstory of how the researchers came to that point. So Watson is a learning engine. It actually learns how to make the best decision about things. So if you throw Watson a problem around oncology or around customer service, it'll basically learn all this knowledge and come up with the best answer. So we're still working out what to do with Watson. In fact, last week I presented at an entrepreneur event where we announced that we've got a developer challenge so people can actually access Watson's API and do amazing things around there as well. So probably some of the smartest uses of Watson haven't even been thought up yet. We're actually asking our own ecosystem to understand how they can best use Watson as well. We've gone from a computer that can beat humans at Jeopardy to a computer that can help solve oncology problems, a computer that gives you an idea of what the best sort of offer for customer service is. I just don't know what it can do next. That's the great thing. It's amazing what happened recently. I was actually in Barcelona watching Mark Zuckerberg talk about the WhatsApp acquisition. I think what consumers are seeing is they want a whole range of ways to communicate. Mobile is at the heart of all of this. I've been involved in mobile for a number of years, so it's been a natural progression to see these, to see SMS essentially move in and become very, very interesting. The one to watch, I think, is actually a WeChat. I saw a colleague of mine from Hong Kong show me the WeChat app. That I think is the future of messaging, because you've got a branded experience inside the actual app. And so I think Snapchat and WhatsApp are part of that, but I think again the whole immersive interactive experience, when you can not have to leave the app to purchase some jeans, for example, to be able to message a brand, I think that's really what interactive experience is about, not having to go to different things. But it's all about being able to do it while you're out and about. We often say that mobile is available at the point of creative impulse. That's even more important now with social and the fact that these apps are coming out, to be able to have a relationship with the brand where you are. So if we're in a taxi and we choose to order something, being able to connect, collaborate and purchase from the app, I think is the future.